Welcome to the Just Action podcast, where all we do is take action. I am the one, the only holiday season, and you're here for a reason. Here with some good friends of mine, Josh, Dre.
What's up? What's up?
What's happening?
What's up?
Man? Episode 4, man. We're rocking and rolling.
We got this.
We're moving pretty
kind of
fast.
good at this.
I feel pretty confident in our skills.
I'm about to start telling people on like dating websites.
Oh, God.
What do you do for a podcaster? I'm just a.
We didn't even get to 5. He already.
That's what I'm about to say. Yeah, you were already wild. So my sister, when I told my sister we were doing the pod, and I think I touched on this episode 1 or whatever, she was like, "Oh, you're doing that cringy like shit that all the guys do with microphones and shit like that." I'm like, "No, bro. I feel like we're doing the complete contrast."
Yeah.
We're
Like
actually
to
having
think
good
so.
conversations.
I like to think
I like
so.
to think so.
We're getting a lot of good feedback.
That's
a
good.
lot of good feedback, and that ties into comments, do all that little
subscribe.
shit.
Hey,
Yeah.
you already know
You know
how
what I
it
mean?
goes.
Tied
If
it
you're
in.
here and you made it through the first minute and a half, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll put all the socials right here.
All of it's free.
I learned how to do that with the new plugin, so you will see these.
Oh yeah, that was up there last time.
yeah.
It was like right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
He threw
shout
it
out
in.
to that. But get right into
Yeah,
it,
let's
man.
tap in.
You
Let's
know,
tap in. Let's tap
we've
in.
done enough talking, but we're gonna do some more talking. We were discussing a lot of things around financials, and I promise you, I'm not the financial guy. So what I'll do is I'll turn this over to my co-host. Either one of you guys, you have more knowledge than I do.
No, I'm very simple, right? We got the philosophy, or I got the philosophy from Market Mondays. Shout out to Ian. Shout out to EYL.
Shout out.
Rashad, Troy,
Yeah, man.
what's happening?
Just keep it real simple. Once I started getting a little bit of money, when it come to that earned income, man, or that W-2 job, really, I just took a certain percentage of that every month, and just DCA'd. And that's one thing he wanted to really touch on, bro. Dollar cost averaging.
Yep.
You know, every paycheck, no matter what the market looks like, whatever, you know, that shit could be down 100 points. It could be up 1,000
Yep.
points. Bitcoin could be at, $25,000 tomorrow, hit 16K next week. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what, just keep throwing bread at it, because over time, history shows, bro, that shit just keeps climbing, right? Over increments.
Yeah.
So that's one thing we want to focus on, is just showing people, and we kind of touched on it last episode, man, discipline, right? Just staying disciplined. When you see your account in the red, I'm one of the people who I love to see it. I can see my account down, whatever,
Yeah.
20%. I'm like, hell yeah.
Yep.
Because I'm buying more.
If you believed in it when
Yeah.
you bought it, and you're down 20%,
Exactly.
you're really just getting a discount.
You only buy companies that you
Getting a
believe
discount.
in.
Hold on, say
Yeah.
that one more time.
That-
Say that.
that-
Now you're
yeah,
getting a discount.
yeah,
Yeah. No, I'm saying if you bought a stock at 5, and it drops down to 250, you're just getting it at a discount.
Yeah, half off.
And it doesn't mean it's a bad stock. It just means shit's happening. Like, one thing I've realized with the stocks is it's majority of it is media. It has nothing to do with anything. Like, it is more about media than anything financial.
Social media, news, or all
Media,
of it?
all of them, put all of them together.
Yeah.
There's probably like, how many people do you think control the news?
Countless.
Maybe I think maybe like what,
No.
5, 10 people?
You think so?
Like
Control the news.
like
Let's
high
dive-
up.
Let's tap into that.
I mean, yeah,
What you
no,
mean?
think
Like,
of-
are we
I'm
talking?
saying, like, it's
Think
we're-
of like if you had a hierarchy.
are we talking
imagine-
the elite? Like,
We're talking about
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
I see what you're saying.
and then
Yeah,
okay, so
conspiracy theory.
not even,
yeah.
not even.
Well,
and
real
then
shit, yeah.
there's also a statistic that 99% of the stock market is owned by the top 1%.
Yeah.
So think about that. If 99% of it is owned by 1%, you think they're really gonna fuck with their money? No. The stock market is a transfer from the patient to the unpatient. So if you're willing to put your money in there and you make an educated investment, which I have not, I'm speaking from past experiences.
Yeah.
So I've lost hella money in
But
the
it
stock
takes
market.
that.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that shit is not.
I got caught in the
yeah.
Twitter shit. Like I learned my
Exactly.
lesson. But if you get into something, you buy it, you do your research, and you have conviction behind your purchase,
Yeah.
and you watch it go down, it's like, thank you, because this is the opportunity where I'm going to create generational wealth when I'm 35.
Exactly.
Because bro, I think about this all the time. Were you not just a freshman in high school? Like low key, you were just a freshman in high school,
I
right?
remember my first day at high school.
Okay,
I literally did.
so it was like yesterday, bro. That was like 12 years ago, right?
They had me
Jesus
stuck
Christ.
up in Chester Middle in high school.
See,
Come on, bro.
and you vividly can remember that.
Yeah.
So
But
if you
time
invest
flies.
now, 12 years from today, Bro, you think you buy Google at $99? You telling me that shit's not going to be more than $100 in 12 years?
But to put it into terms that, you know, the audience that we may have right now,
Yeah.
you know, could relate to. Imagine going to Balenciaga store. I was just in Miami a few weeks ago, and I went to Ventura Mall. First time I've ever kind of been around this type of money in stores and shit. Like, I don't go nowhere, bro. So me seeing this was crazy. I see the Balenciaga store, I see the Gucci store, I see all this, and I'm like, damn, bro, $750 for a shirt?
Yep.
What? You know what I mean? But you look on Instagram, you look on Twitter, everybody got that shit on.
Yeah.
Oh, put that shit on, put that shit on. We was just talking about it 5 minutes
Shout
ago.
out AB.
Yeah.
It looked good, right? But at the same time, why, when, you know, if that goes on a quote-unquote discount or whatever, people are quick to buy it.
Yep.
Quick to buy the Nikes, quick to buy, you know, the oh, my phone's half off. But that phone that goes through Apple that just went down 20% over the past, 3-4 months, you don't want to tap in with it it's at $100-something.
Yep.
Come on, bro.
It's talking that talk. I ain't gonna lie to you. If I had a notebook, I'd be
Come on,
writing.
bro, it's my
Because,
mindset.
I'd be
but
writing.
this is it's very simple. It's just made to look complex, right? So like if you look at like I'll give you an example. Robinhood, right? One thing that they do is they get money off. This is a little bit in depth, but it's not really complex at all.
Yeah.
Robinhood gets money off of transactions.
100%.
So their only goal as a company is not to get you to invest. It is to get you to trade. That's two different things. Trading and investing are two different things. Trading is for people who want to be rich tomorrow. Investing is for people who want to be rich in 10 years.
I think trading is for people who want to throw away their bread.
Correct.
Because I know, and AJ wants to be, you know, AJ's tapped in with the trading shit, but Josh.
No,
when
and
go ahead.
well, like just to finish what
No,
I was
yeah,
saying
I'm
about
sorry, I cut
Robinhood.
you off,
No, you're good. What I was saying about Robinhood is what they do is like, so say you have an account that's like $1,000, right?
Yeah.
And you end up doubling it. You're up a fucking 100%, right? You got
2,000
$2,000, right? The next day you lose $10. Robinhood's account will turn your dollar amount red.
And that psychologically,
It's psychological.
is going to fuck with you.
So everything that we get we're considered retail investors.
Yeah.
The average person is a retail investor. Every tool that we have is to make us impatient. It's quick money, fast money. But every real investor says the same thing. Sit it and forget it. And that's what dollar cost averaging is.
Yeah.
It's creating your investments to be a bill. Like every single paycheck, I know
my God.
I'm getting $70 taken out of my paycheck. It's going to Google, and I'm buying that stock. I do not care what happens to it. I really don't. If it goes up, cool. If it goes down, cool. It's just it's a bill I don't even think about.
Yeah.
And so for me, like we were talking about it, we didn't grow up in situations where our parents
Yeah.
were investing and shit.
Yeah,
So that's just a very like, to sum it all up for me specifically, I could talk about this shit forever.
No,
but
yeah.
to sum it up, dollar cost average. Download SoFi. Download a real good investment company like SoFi, and set this up where they have robo investors, meaning a robot will literally do it all for you. You just put money in there, and then it does everything. It readjusts your portfolio. Like, bro, we are in an amazing time to become rich. And one thing that I like to say is a lot of people talk about it. Not everybody's doing it. So you see all these people on social media, including ourselves. We're talking about it, but we're actually doing it. It gives off like a front. Like if everyone's talking about it, not everyone's getting rich. So it's like, there ain't no way it works. Bro, not everyone is doing it. The people that are doing it are getting rich. The people that are sitting on their shit are getting rich, 100%.
You only lose when you sell.
Facts.
Period. You cannot lose unless you sell your cheese.
Facts.
Right? So that's one thing that, you know, they say on UIL heavy, man, to keep it simple, 2 tech, 2 index. Right? Buy
Say
the
it again.
shit, 2 techs, 2 index.
What's the index?
So an index is what's going to be like your VOO or your VTI,
Yep.
shit that includes stocks, you know, together.
Yep.
Right? And I
It's
can pull
like
up my phone.
it's like a lot of them are, so the top 500. So like the S&P 500.
Yeah.
It's very simple. It's the top 500 companies. When you buy into the S&P, you get a portion of each one.
all of those companies.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
net-
it
net
fluctuates.
holding and shit.
Diversity helps,
Exactly.
obviously. So it'll fluctuate at a lower rate. So, if Apple shoots up And some things are weighted differently.
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
look into each
Yeah,
index.
because they have different percentages, different amount of holdings and stuff like that. Always do your own research, man. But we could really just sit down, pull up, and we could really dive in. Because I look at charts, all type of shit. But to keep it simple, man, you want to buy the shit you buy, right?
Yes.
You buy the shit you buy the shit you use. So for me, I have like a starting 5, and I'll keep it simple, and I'll tell y'all, right?
Yep.
Square. I send Cash App damn near every week, right? Transactions, easy.
Yeah.
Square. Microsoft. Damn near every IT company or every, tech sales company, Microsoft Teams, some
Yep.
shit like that, right? Microsoft's everywhere. Xboxes, right?
Yep.
Now we also have Google. What
Oh,
does
yeah,
everybody
that's
go
me.
on every day? Google, YouTube. This
That's
is all
me.
simple shit, right? These are 3 stocks that I'm talking about right now.
Yep.
What's another one I got?
Apple.
Apple, of course.
Yeah.
Phones,
Shout out to
man.
Apple using the
Like,
Apple.
you know what I mean?
iPhone
So-
14 right there.
And I can keep going, bro. But it's to keep it simple. Buy the shit that you feel like really makes an impact on day-to-day life.
Yeah, I can make. I got a number one.
I know you do. Talk your
Google.
Mm-hmm.
Buy Google. Like they're in everything. It is a
Literally.
literal verb. Like it is. You can tell someone to go Google it. Like it is. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
When you have people like Bill Gates, Elon Musk coming out saying that Google is potentially too powerful of a company, the United States of America is wondering, should we break this company apart? That's a company that you go, okay, look, I'll just buy it blindly. And like, I think that's what is so important about investing. And it's like, I wish someone really told me that shit when I was like younger. Is like, bro, don't look at the charts. Don't learn about it. Don't even understand it. You don't have to understand it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Facts.
Like, just buy Google.
It's just action at
Yeah,
that point.
very simple. Like it gets me like excited to talk about because I'm
Hell
like,
yeah, exactly, yeah.
bro. Like I know that shit could really change someone's life. Like if you really started the day you got a job, you started putting $20 into Google.
And you don't. Again, that's exactly. You don't have to put a lot.
No,
right?
you don't.
You don't have to put a lot. And that's one thing, especially like with my parents. My dad was huge on just saving. You need to save this. You need to save that. But especially now, bro, with the times that we're in,
Bro.
when you're saving, you're losing bread.
Yeah,
Real
inflation.
shit. Inflation is nuts.
Inflation was 13% last
So-
year, and so if you had what 10 grand, you lost 1,300.
So you're just losing money by saving it. Put that motherfucker somewhere.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and again, you're losing money, but you're also owning a percentage of a company, right? That you know is going to recover over time.
And you're not. Once again, like you said, you're not losing. You're losing net
only
worth.
when you sell.
You're losing net worth, and honestly, that's something that I've struggled with. Is like, because I mean, I've been down 30,
Yeah.
and I'm looking at it like,
$30.
No.
yeah, $30, and I'm looking at it like, bro, I'm sick. Like I'm like the I remember the first time I looked at my account and saw that shit, I was like, bro, that is a lot of hours that I have to work to get that shit back.
Yeah.
And I've said it all. I don't have a problem saying it. I lost like $22,000 on the stock because I didn't do my research.
Were you trading options or were you,
No.
you just bought into a company?
I bought
held,
into a
and then
company.
sold,
Yeah, and so technically it was overall it was like a
probably
$38,000 loss.
and you sold. I'm trying to be clear.
I did.
What was it? What stock was it?
P90X body.
Well, I mean,
Well, this was the thing. I bought it because
when'd you buy? Let's break this down. When'd you buy?
So I bought 6,000 shares or 6,000 shares at like $7.
At $7, $700.
Yeah, I might be wrong. $7
Okay, so when was this pre-COVID or post-COVID?
during.
So this was smack like 2019, 2020.
Yeah, and
I can
this
see the
is
thought process.
That's
this
what
is-
I'm. Yeah,
this is
that's
kinda-
what I'm trying to
work
see.
out.
Yeah,
well, this is
home
kind of
workout
wrong
shit.
because so what happened was the Peloton was $9. It IPO'd. IPO is when a company
there you go.
is goes public.
It's a private
public
company.
offering, right?
Yeah,
Yes, via investors.
I
though.
know something.
Boom.
Okay.
But it's
Investing billions.
it's
watching
it's
them
different than like
market
the average
days.
because it has investors that buy basically they buy, it's like buying land and then putting a house on it, right? So investors buy land. This is a really basic way of explaining it. Buy land in the stock market and it's a blank space. And then a company can come and buy that land and build a house on it. P90X. So they IPO'd, and Peloton did the same thing. They IPO'd, they were $10. They shot up to like 150.
Jesus.
And they were a new company.
Yeah, I remember that was right during COVID because everybody was buying them
doing at
shits
home.
and it's shot up.
So when P90X came out, I was like, okay, this company's been around for 30 years. I was like, look, I don't need them to get to 100. I'm looking at like 30. So I got them. I want to say like, let's say 9, just so I don't feel like I know it was around there.
Yeah.
Let's get 9. I doubled my money.
And you didn't pull out.
And I didn't pull out. And then I waited, and I was up like 18 grand. And I was like, nah, I'm going to wait because I'm going to get it back to double, and then I'm going to sell. And then I was at like even, and I was like, all right, 5 grand, I'm going to get out. And then I was like down 10.
It's like trading and gambling.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah,
That's what I was doing. I was gambling because I was like, I want to get rich tomorrow. And I saw all these other people on Instagram getting into this altcoin or getting into this, and I'm like, okay.
Dogecoin.
Yep,
right?
I got into that.
Me too, and I lost like
I got
5 bands.
bro. I got into all that shit, and then taxes came.
Jesus Christ! You didn't write anything off, right? Did you? You should have.
Oh, bro, I had $30,000 loss.
Capital losses, not capital gains, right?
Well, you can only
write off losses, yeah.
You can only write up to you can. So this is taxes for you. They get you on the full amount that you make, right?
Yeah.
But you can only write off up to 3,000 of a loss.
Can you apply some of those losses to, like, let's say an LLC?
I don't have one, so I don't know. But I know what you can do.
That's another episode because I can get.
They hold it. They hold it. So like, say you have 10 grand, right? You can write 3 grand off this year, 3 grand off the next year, 3 grand off until you are done.
Yeah.
Unless you reinvest in that company within 90 days.
Gotcha. Is that called the wash rule?
Yep.
There it is. I gotta be paying a little bit of attention when I watch.
No, this is important shit,
this
bro.
is real
Because
shit, like, I'm listening.
And I genuinely, this is off, but it's on topic. I genuinely believe in 3 to 4 years, the number one thing for incarceration will be tax fraud. I think that
motherfuckers don't know what they're doing.
well, it's the perfect recipe for failure that they set us up with because you have TurboTax, which can instantly file taxes without anyone looking at your shit. And you have Robinhood, which you can sign up with your social security number and invest and sell, and they don't take taxes out. They just send you your W-2, and you're supposed to be reliable to go and file it on Robinhood. I mean, on TurboTax.
Damn.
And so you have these people who don't understand the shit, like me myself.
Yeah.
And they're filing taxes. Yeah.
A big
and
one
I mean,
is also going to be what is it? Sports betting, FanDuel. There's people that are winning, striking off these dumbass parlays, and I wish I was. Yes,
bro. But they tell you
They tax
what
you.
to withhold though.
No, they tax you. They tax you on spot.
Yeah,
I haven't won like that yet.
Yeah, no, they
I
tax you.
experienced
Just hit
that.
for 4K
They tax you.
last week.
And they damn.
But
I know they tax you, but I didn't know that they once you won or whatever they shared that with you. Like, yo, you just hit for 500K. 40% of this or 30% of this is taxed. That's tough.
Yeah.
Okay, FanDuel, man.
Yeah,
Shout out to y'all. That's tough.
No, that's how it should be.
Yeah,
That's how it should be.
There's
Instead
predators
of
out
you
here,
figure
bro.
it out. Like
Yeah,
you
well-
want the money, well you figure it out.
that's tough,
I'm not
FanDuel.
gonna know that.
Bro, I think, and I could be wrong on this, but America's like one of the last big places that actually makes their residents, I'm just going to say residents, file taxes. Like, bro, everywhere else, their government does taxes for them.
Oh, yeah.
Because,
I
bro,
read
it's a
something on
setup.
that.
It's
It
a
is.
setup. It's
is.
like Blockbuster didn't make money off of the rental. They made money off the late
Fuck
fees.
ups.
Yeah,
Yep,
and that's what the IRS does.
Because you know how Klarna just came out, Klarna Afterpay and all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
So I read this article where basically they're like, okay, we'll give y'all these little skimp ass paid $7 every 2 weeks or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
that
there's
interest
people
kicks in.
exactly
Oh
let
my
you fuck
God.
up. Let
Yeah.
you miss a
Yep.
payment. Your ass is grass.
That
And your
interest
credit
is
score is
crazy.
Bro,
fucked up.
Aaron's
Oh my
Aaron
God.
Reynolds, bro. Like,
Yeah.
bro, I specifically remember being a kid, and this is not made up bullshit. I swear on everything, bro. My dad went to Aaron's, got our whole crib done with Aaron's furniture, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking computer, everything.
Damn. Ran up
We
your
were-
credit card.
Bro.
Ran up your credit card.
My dad was ducking them.
Oh, man.
Didn't pay the shit, right?
man.
These motherfuckers knocking on the door, want our couch and shit. Like y'all gotta get up type shit. They don't because bro, granted, rightfully so.
Yeah,
we didn't
yeah,
pay
yeah.
for it. But like you're not getting the
So
couch
did-
back either. So like
So what'd you do?
I didn't do
Not
shit.
you. I mean, I'm sorry. What'd your
I
pops do?
slept on
What'd
the
your pops-
couch, bro. No, I mean I'll be honest, I have no idea.
You don't know?
I mean, bro, he didn't pay it. I know that. So as like I guess I know my dad filed bankruptcy sooner or later. So yeah, he got that couch.
So that's
More of
funny
the
that-
story.
That's real funny that you say that. I was thinking about this as I opened my garage to drive here today, right? And I just was like, yo, I don't think my car's there. Have y'all ever came outside to your car being repoed?
Yeah. I did that
Shut
in
the
college.
fuck. You did, and then you seen it was.
I saw them take my car as I was walking to class.
Oh my god.
Towed or repo?
Repoed.
Mine
Oh
got
no, towed.
Nah, I ain't
Bro,
talking
yeah,
toad.
mine got repoed.
You got repoed?
So my dad.
Wait, what's the repossess? What's that look like? It don't look like
They'll
a tow?
take your fucking car.
It
So
don't
this.
look like a tow,
So
though?
all right.
I mean,
look,
it is a tow truck. They're gonna tow it to where the fuck it's not yours no more.
you low key like volleyed me one, but so I was out with my boy. We were getting Buffalo Wild Wings, right?
Yeah.
And I had like a beater truck, and I was like, at this time, I was like low key living out my truck. Like I had all my shit in my truck.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I come outside and my truck is gone, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? So I'm like, yo, someone stole my truck. So I call my dad. I'm like, yo, I'm like, Dad, somebody stole my truck. And my phone's silent. Phone's silent. I'm like,
He knew what was up, and then
I'm like, hello. He's like, you sure they stole it? You saw them steal it?
Dog,
I'm like, no. I'm like, no, I didn't see them steal it. It's just gone. And then he goes, fuck. I go, what you mean, fuck? He said, Josh, I'm gonna get you your truck back, right? Look, this man didn't tell me he got a predatory loan on my truck,
Hey, my
on my
man,
title,
that shit.
didn't pay it, right? So when they repo your shit, they own everything in the car.
Brother. Everything.
Bro,
I had gas in
all
my
my
shit.
I
clothes.
had my joint towed. Y'all know I had my joint towed like 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
Bruh. And then, to make matters worse, for some reason, I didn't know my license plate number.
Oh, man.
So I'm calling the place, and I'm like, giving them my license plate number, thinking it's exactly correct. Like, I'm saying, I'm like, yo, it's this, da 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 da. They were like, yeah, we don't have that car.
They're hella rude.
Bro, yeah, and I'm like,
Like you've been owing them.
Bro,
my car is gone. I woke up and my
like-
car is gone.
Facts.
If you rude with me, like,
Facts.
please.
Bro, that
Stop
shit should be
playing with me.
illegal.
Help me.
Stop
Shit should be
playing with me.
illegal.
Yeah, I think about that every time.
I
hate those people.
Just a
in Richmond.
ticket.
No, I hate the tickets.
No. You should only be able to give me a ticket, and it should be colored. And if it hasn't been 24 hours, you should not be able to tow me.
Oh, so you ain't never got no boot. Bro, I went through the game. Bro,
Oh,
a
bro.
boot at VCU
I get
is
so
very...
mad looking at them like do their job,
Bro.
Like writing tickets or putting the boot, bro. I'm like,
So we
pick
got
a
it.
different profession.
So
oh
my
God.
you've got repoed.
Yes.
I've got
You've
towed.
got towed
I literally was
and
walking to
boot.
class. I looked to my left as I'm like walking down the street.
Oh,
taking your
shit.
My
sick.
car is on the back of the truck. I'm like,
So I know there's a rule.
could be late
and
to
this-
class. So I got to class.
Yeah.
This may be a rumor, not a rumor, but what is the word that I'm looking for? Can't think of it. Some shit that may not be true, but basically, it's like when you're sitting in your car,
You get in it, bro.
You
yes.
can't get towed.
You can't.
Like they cannot take you.
Bro, my brother did that.
And so is it true?
No, it's 100% true.
Oh, wow.
He
You
was
drive
picking
off?
our
So,
shit
nigga,
up.
You should have hopped in your whip. You bullshit.
No.
I'm
No.
tripping.
No. So
That was
it's
like 5
as they're
years ago.
picking it up. They won't pull off with you in it.
That's crazy.
Bro, they were picking up my brother's car one time.
Yeah.
And we just got in it.
And then you can't move. Like, dog, I'll
And
shoot the fuck out of you.
Yeah, and the dude's like, he's like, I got all day. Talk to my brother. My brother was like, nah, I literally
I have all day, bro. You don't go
Like,
somewhere.
yeah, and they won't tell you.
So, like, people be so miserable, bro, and this kind of circles to a whole different conversation. With like, I hope I don't offend anybody, but like working fast food, real shit. Because I was a server, you know what I'm saying. But like low paying jobs,
Yeah.
Yep.
the happiness level just isn't there,
Oh yeah.
right? And in turn, we get shitty customer service. And I know this is inside to what we typically talk about, but I say all that to say, like, in those moments, I definitely take time to realize, like, bro, they're mad for a reason. Or they're, like, feeling some, like, when you
Yeah.
get terrible customer service, you gotta think.
In today's though, bro,
I ain't left my wallet.
motherfuckers be paying though.
What's paying?
Okay, so everything's relative.
Yeah, that's what I
so
was
you
about to
can't have
say.
that argument. But I'm gonna say this much: if you're working at
Wendy's.
Wendy's, we'll give them for instance, or I was gonna go
Popeyes
with
be pissing me
Chipotle.
off.
I was gonna go with Chipotle even more
There
from
you
me.
go, that's even better.
Like, I personally, there's so many people I run into. I will say that I'll start off with a positive and end with a negative. So many people that I run into, I'm like, all right, dude, I wish the best for that person. Like, if I get good customer service at a place like that, I'm like, bro, I hope that person succeeds.
Yeah.
But the other ones, I'm just like, bro, you suck. Like, I'm on my lunch break. You're getting paid, bro, like $16 an hour, $17 an hour to roll burritos. That's not terrible. Like, I'll
What
stand
was
on
minimum
that.
wage when we were coming? Like, I think mine was like $8.25, dog.
$7.
Yours was $7.
$7.25.
Mine was $8.25 or some shit. So Is
But
it the inflation? Like
the inflation. So their
facts.
minimum wage
But
is,
dog,
is equal,
that's-
if not less.
I say all that to say, like, people's attitudes out here are shit.
Recently,
I think one way of fixing that, like you can't talk about a problem unless you know how to solve it or find
Facts.
a way to solve it.
Yeah, yeah.
Shit.
One thing is like, and it ties back to what you guys were talking about with investing and everything too. Is kind of switching from a consumer mindset to like a producer mindset. So like being in that spot, and I don't know how it'll correlate like correctly or efficiently, but in that spot, you literally are in this like rat race of consumption. You're gonna go there, you're gonna work this job, it's gonna pay your bills, and it's like just enough to get by. But if you found a way to like produce, and it doesn't have to be, it don't even have to be stocks. Like that can be one stream of income. But like if you wanted to produce shirts, or if you wanted to produce something that you produce, like you're no longer becoming the consumer of the situation. You're finding a way to be on the opposite side and potentially either sell or find a way to create more income. You have to use what, like, I think those people in those situations never look past like that first wall of like defeat. It's literally like, yo, I can't get past this, I'm stuck past that. Rather than potentially, this is a solution, maybe, save up a little bit of bread, get into these stocks. And like you guys were saying, you don't have to buy the full thing. You can buy partials, you can buy shares, or you know what I'm saying? Like small shares or fractals. I don't know. I'm just saying shit at this point.
No, that's
but
what
like,
you can buy fractions of shares.
yeah. So like, okay, so I know what I'm talking
you
about a
can
little
buy
bit.
fractions.
But like, save up some money and find a way to get out of it. But then at the same token, I think the solution, which hopefully this comes from somebody who doesn't know much about all this, is like, where does this information come from? Hopefully, me saying this as somebody who doesn't know that much information about it kind of gives you an idea of like, oh, I don't know where to start. Well, these two guys next to me have just given so much game that hopefully you go back and like take notes on that investing section.
yeah, and
You,
bro,
like you guys were talking so much. knowledge on there.
nobody knows about this shit. You're not taught about it in school, and then I mean, unless your parents taught you, then you don't know about it. And honestly, most time, if your parents taught you, then you really don't need to know about it, and you're probably not listening to this podcast. So,
True.
all that to say, there's no fast way to learn about it. Like, if you genuinely want to know about it, put the time in. Then I'm saying on the back end of that, you don't have to put the time in. Just buy the simple shit. Like, just be a part of it. Like, hang out with. That's how I look at it. Hang out with the people. Like, you just want to be in the group and just be in that little wave. You don't have to put all your eggs in one basket. Like, just a little bit, and then the shit will just pay off. It's almost 100%. Like, I can't say anything's 100%, but like, bro, it's almost 100% that if you just do it.
Another thing too of just doing it. We were talking about this earlier. I had to realize and come to the realization that anything you want, you have to be able to let it go. So I think, especially me, like I'm learning this concept through you guys as well. Like, if I want money and I'm so focused on it, like hyper focused on it, and I've had the conversation with both of you guys, but both of your answers were similar but contrasting in a way. But they both said, bro, you have to let that shit go. Like, you have to understand that you have to put the risk of putting your money out there to get money back. And I think that's a concept that most people, like you were saying, saving. Yo, I want to save this money. I want to make sure I got money for whenever it happens. But, bro, you're never going to double, triple your money by just holding it under your bed.
No.
Like, you have to be able to throw a little bit out there.
But
See
it's
what comes
also
back.
it's also like what you said last episode, or maybe we were just talking about it, was you got to learn how to dribble with your left before you dribble with your right.
I think that was off mic, but that's
then the crossover,
that's a
like
big
working
concept.
up anything.
Yeah.
So it's like you need to learn how to save, then you need to have a nest egg, and then you need to understand the value of it, and then you can get risky with it. Because it's like, bro, I was so tight with my money. Like, I wouldn't, dude, you couldn't tell me to invest. Because I was like, I'm not being risky with my shit. Because I found comfort in having a stack of money. Like, money was more valuable to it than an item.
Yeah.
Literally, that was what I wanted, right? And now I've gotten to the point where, okay, I don't value that. I value something different.
Yeah.
So it's I think it's definitely steps, but I think the main one is dollar cost averaging.
It starts with mindset.
Dave Ramsey's book, Total Money Makeover, Baby Steps. And yeah,
No.
No, I think there's
Dave
value in
Ramsey,
that book.
really?
though.
You think
no,
so?
I think there's.
I've learned a lot from that man.
In understanding the foundation.
Okay.
So if you needed a foundation, it tells you save this. Then
I see.
There's steps. I'm not saying everything.
Yeah, no,
Because
no,
I mean,
no.
I take bits and
Yeah,
pieces.
Dave Ramsey's a motherfucker, bro. I think for our younger, like us,
He has a whole different mindset of
his mind-
it's different.
it's
I
just
think
super
I'm saying on the
contrast.
foundational
To-
aspect
to get
of
right.
like save some money, have
Yeah.
that nest egg, and then get risky.
Because if you
don't have $1,000 to
Because-
save, why would you go throw it away and then you have nothing?
Risky subjective, right? We talked
Yeah.
about it last
I mean,
pod.
yeah, you just
Risk
said that.
for
Yeah.
you and risk for me is different.
It's all relevant.
100%. But it's also at the end of the day, it's you trade time for money.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's
Well,
it's an
and
exchange.
you don't want to do that.
And well, it's okay. Like you say, okay, be risky with your money, right? What if I told you you're being risky with your time?
That's the same shit.
It is, but people are like, oh, I want to I'm gonna be this way. But at the end of the day, it's like, bro, you have to invest the time in before you can be risky.
Yeah.
People are just risky. That's not risky. That's dumb.
Yeah.
If you're risky because you bought a stock that you did a lot of time, you invested a lot of time in, and you risked. That's the risk. A lot of money on the stock.
Yeah.
And it paid off. That's not risky.
Facts.
That was an investment.
An educated decision.
You shouldn't be risky.
Yeah, no,
Like, that's
and that again, words.
Yeah.
Right? Just like our last words, right? So I wouldn't.
And I
classify
should say I was sorry.
No,
Just
you're
because my
fine.
boy, I know some of my boys might listen to this and be like, "Hey, bro, didn't you lose?" So I had to preface that.
But again, I think it all starts with like mindset, right? And lack, thoughts of lack, right? We can't think, or at least this is how I began to flourish and change when it comes to money, right? Money to me is never a fucking obstacle. I've made a decision moving forward. Like I want to say it was like last year, bro. I'm never letting money getting in the way of anything I want to do. If I want to go to a fucking game, I'm gonna go to the game. My solution and my mindset is, motherfucker, get more money, figure it out.
Yeah,
Work harder.
Work hard. Like, and again, like, that's just me. That's just the lifestyle I want to live. I want good shit. I want nice things. I want to provide for my family.
And I'm here to admit that I was wrong in aspects, but for this, I had that. So the 2 shirts method.
Yeah.
I think I was off on that
What you mean by that?
by what you're stating now. So yes, to get the win, it's cool to go for the 2 shirts. And if you don't know what we're talking about, go to episode 1. We're talking about the 2
yeah, I
shirts.
remember
method.
talking about
Yeah.
that.
But when you're speaking with that aspect, I've been thinking about that too. It's like shoot for the moon, land amongst the stars type. Why would I just say 2 shirts? And that's what you told me. But I mean, we had the rebuttal
we
for
see
the.
both, yeah,
but I'm talking. But
You want to see the W. You need to see the
you
small
need to see-
wins
yeah,
in
yeah.
order to have that.
Yeah, it
vision.
also
But I don't think I've
depends,
ever
though.
gotten to the point of like, all right, let me go big.
How many
I'm gonna go
W's
big on big.
had you taken?
I don't even think it's that though, Jay. How many L's? I think,
That's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah, like how many?
It's the same difference, same
Real
question.
shit.
Because
How
if you
much
haven't
did
taken a
you
lot
go
of
through?
W's, then you've taken a lot of L's.
Facts. How
so
much
it's
did you
like,
go
yeah,
through?
like you set your goals based upon where you're at.
Oh yeah.
So it's like your goal might be 2 shirts, and I think that was a great goal for you. Because if your goal was 100 and you didn't hit it,
I would have never
That
sold
confidence
another
is
shirt in my
fucked up.
life.
you just would have been like, damn, yeah.
Yeah.
But you said 2, and you knew you're not stupid, bro. You knew you were selling more than 2.
Yeah.
You set yourself up for success, and it worked.
Yeah.
So I mean, I see both points.
Yeah, I feel like it's a weird
Yeah.
thing because when you apply it to different shit, it's like, yo,
Exactly.
I know I could do 10 push-ups.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know,
Easy.
why not do 20?
Yeah.
So I see, and I guess that's just a mind. Like, bro, my shit is just. I've learned to shoot super far, right? And shout out to my brother Quay. He's really the one who kind of instilled that shit in me at a younger age, man. When we was young, started selling cars and shit. Our goal was like, yeah, we need 10 cars or whatever. He's like, bro, what the fuck is 10 cars? Like 10 cars is your minimum paycheck, bro. Like our number 1 is 25. Let's go for 40. If we get 35, 30, we're still shooting everybody out the water. And then I seen what came with that and the money, and I'm like, oh shit.
See, I've always been more on the like very realistic.
Is it conservative or is it realistic? And I'm sorry for challenging.
No,
but
it's
these are
not.
the questions.
No, I think it's because me personally.
Yeah.
I try to anything that I say, I try to bat 1,000, and that's a negative and a
yeah, I remember
positive.
you told me that.
So like,
It's like the safe bet.
I might write something in my journal that's wild.
Okay.
But if I tell y'all I'm gonna do it, I want y'all to know like if Josh says he's gonna do X, is 100% happening. There's no, I don't know, he said this, he said that, he didn't. Like, I wanted to be like, okay, he said it, you can fucking write it in stone.
Your word is
so
bond
it's
type
exactly.
shit.
So it's like, yes, like if I got a goal and I'm like, yo, I wanna do this. You know what I'm saying? I wanna be the #1 podcast, whatever, right? Cool. But if I'm talking to you about something, like I'm like, yo, AJ, I'm gonna invest in Stay Goofy, and I'm gonna help you with like whatever, right? And AJ's like, I'm gonna sell 1,000 shirts. I'm like, bro, fuck out of here, bro. How many shirts you really think you're gonna sell, bro? Based off your interaction.
What if he's like, yo, I'm gonna really sell 1,000?
I'm gonna be like, bro, show me how you think you're gonna sell 1,000.
I don't know how I'm gonna sell it, but I'm gonna really sell 1,000. And I'm
I'ma say-
challenging you because, like,
And I'm gonna say, find a different investor.
oh wow,
That's me personally,
Yeah,
though.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, because back to risk. I'm willing to risk if I do the homework and I believe in it.
facts.
I'm not
You
gonna
need the
risk on you
data
because
to back it up, and you need to make, because investors need to be smart. Understood.
but it goes back to the episode that we have coming up in the making, right? I wasn't in
Yeah.
because I couldn't see
you
it.
can see the vision.
And so I could have missed out on a whole opportunity because I wasn't
Wow.
willing to see past my narrow mind.
Wow.
It's crazy.
It could
But-
play either way. So
Yeah,
it's
man, that's what I'm saying. It's relevant.
It's a video
It's
game,
relevant
bro.
to whatever like the situation is.
That shit all starts here, bro. Again, thoughts become things. Your mind is your fucking playground. Straight up.
I mean, bro. I mean, you're. I would say, statistically speaking, to get to where we would all like to get with this podcast, your mindset is the winning mindset. If you want to have a house with a picket fence and a 401k and a paid off and live comfortably, you take my route.
And
so
that's what's so beautiful about this. Y'all are like,
It's balance.
y'all are so opposite. It's
yeah,
so funny.
it's a
It's
very
so
different
funny.
route, and
Yeah.
we could both get to the same place, poor or rich.
Facts. And
And
then
it-
again, and oh my God, you're talking that shit. Poor or rich, I'm not talking about money. We're talking about internal shit.
Oh, yeah.
We're not talking about capital. We're not talking about this little shit that's green out here, bro. Fuck all that.
Yeah.
We're talking about in here.
Experiences.
Facts.
Yeah,
But
nah.
Because at the end of the day, that's what we leave with. I don't fuck what nobody say, bro. Like,
Yeah, you're not gonna be on your deathbed like, man, I'm really happy I invested in. Like, I only invest because I don't want to work when I'm 35.
facts.
That's the only reason I invest. I don't invest because I really love Google. I invest because I think Google will make me money.
Yeah.
And I want to retire when I'm 35.
The
And
why,
everybody has
that's
different
a big one.
motivations, right?
Yeah,
So for
falling
me,
back on the why.
mine's is my son's side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want him to have to, like, ooh, we can really get deep here. I don't want him to have to work for shit. Now, let me say this. He's going to know what hard work is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's one thing that I read it in a book. It's like the worst type of people out here. I think it might have been Think or Grow Rich or The Alchemist. The worst type of people out here are the people that are inherited money.
That's the
They like literally they don't have to work for a damn thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They can just go out here and just live.
It's a weird life, too.
They don't know failure. They don't know no. They don't know the trials and tribulations to get to success. So they're dickheads to people.
Yeah.
You know, they're not appreciative of what they have. And that's one thing that I want to work to get to a point where my son can be like, Daddy, I want such and such and such. Here you go. If I wanted a PS5 growing up, my parents weren't giving me that shit out the gate.
Hell no.
They were not. Like, I want to be
Hell
able to.
no.
My son wanted whatever the fuck. Here you go, bro. Like Braun and Brawny.
Yeah.
That's the type of relationship I want to have with my son. Travis Scott, come to your shit. Come on.
Yeah.
It's
No,
not.
I mean that, bro, and it's obtainable if you have the mindset that you,
You
have.
have to have that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've been like, I've had conversations like this before because I know my mindset's very like, it's just direct.
Yeah.
I just have like it's safe, right? And I'll take like we've said before, like calculated risk, but that's the key word I think I need to just hone in on is calculated.
And I had a problem with that, right? So us sitting down right here, I've grown so much, bro. I would challenge you and be like, yo, why? Why not more? Like y'all seen the Kobe and
No,
Kanye
it's a good
like,
question.
More.
Yeah.
But what I've learned, everybody don't aspire to do this. What I want to do, like you know what I mean?
Well, it's also like
I can't force that on people.
it's like if you look at your parents, right? They wanted more for you than they had, right? And you're gonna want more for your son, right?
It's supposed to go that way.
So like, to me, what I want is way more than what my parents had, right? So I was like, to me, I'm like, yo, I am killing this shit. Like, bro, what do you mean? This is. I'm the first person to graduate high school in my family. Like, I'm killing it. You know what I'm saying? Not literally, but like,
I see what you're saying.
that's
There's
how
levels
simple.
to that shit.
That's
killing
so
it, though.
growing up, like it can make. I'm boxed
Yeah,
because
that's
I'm like,
definitely
like,
levels.
you know, I'm not saying I won't supposed to make it because that's OD, but like, I guess you could say, to literally think about it, like I'm the first person to graduate high school in my whole entire family. Like not even, I'm talking aunts, uncles, grandma, like everybody basically. So like for me, I'm like, okay, I make X amount of dollars. I'm doing great, which is it's a box. It's a trap. So I got to get around people like you that say, why do this, invest in yourself, spend that money here, and I'm like, okay. All right, I don't have to just buy stock. I can put money in a podcast and get the benefit of this.
Hell yeah.
I'll tell you the real world application of like expanding and growing is going. I mean, it's the only one that we've been to so far, but I'm pretty sure there's gonna be more. And we're already talking about doing something later on in the week. But like InvestFest, you want to talk about being in a room with individuals that really just. I mean, I feel like we could talk about this every podcast.
I got goosebumps thinking about that shit.
I can't wait to go, bro.
Yeah,
I can't wait to go,
when we're
bro.
all there, all three of us, because
Jesus
honestly, if we could find another one,
Bro, I found one.
There's
There's
one
one
but
called-
like just something, you know what I'm saying, to do as all
Afrotech
three.
is coming up, but that shit's a week long, and it's in Austin, and I don't have the time to do that shit. If
We ain't
y'all
gotta be for
wanna
the whole
rock-
week.
I don't know. Like I can't slide. I'm done till 2023.
Okay.
But if y'all wanted to go to
yeah,
Afrotech,
yeah, but that's what. But I'm saying, I think in a real world application, if you had to apply what we're saying, and you're saying like challenging yourself as to why or how to grow in a different space that you're not accustomed to, is really, I would say, one of those conferences, or literally getting around people in your neighborhood or at work or communicating with people.
Yes.
At the end of the day, you have to figure out like how to talk to people, and then understanding like the maturity that you said that you can put your thoughts and ideas.
that,
You can't
yeah.
press that on him. Like
Yeah.
you can challenge and you can figure something out, but at the end of the day, Josh is gonna do what the fuck he want to
Exactly.
do.
Niggas just
AJ
grow,
gonna do
bro.
what he want to do.
Facts.
Dre gonna do what he want to do.
yeah. No,
But
listen to that
coming to that conclusion, that's so much growth. Because at the end of the day, you can have a conversation with somebody, and you guys could agree to disagree wholeheartedly,
Yeah.
and like not see either side, but be like, you know what? I told you my side. I listened to your side.
Yeah.
And we came to a non-agreement. But hey, we'll talk about something else. We'll just change the topic.
And no one's right.
Yeah, it's not even.
There's
that.
not
It's about
one way
being
to
right
do
or
this.
wrong, bro.
Like Think and Grow Rich and Dave Ramsey, they're both very successful and both believe in complete opposite ways of methods of getting rich. One believes in creating debt, and one believes in no debt at all. So there's no way you can say, "Oh, I'm right. This is the way to do it." At the end of the day, it just plays out.
What works for you?
Yeah, what makes you comfortable? What makes you sleep at
What
night?
works for you, bro?
You know what I'm
Like,
saying? But I will say, get around people, because
huge.
one thing that our society likes to do is they like, if you disagree with me, oh, I don't fuck with you. Get around people who think differently than you, who want to do different shit than you, and I really do think that shit will pay off in the long run. Because like, bro, just being around y'all, hearing y'all's opinion on things, I'm like, all right, cool, I'll do that. I'll buy into that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He's
I might
literally
not have
said
thought
that
that way.
verbatim, like that. All right, cool, I'll do that.
Yeah,
like, he
like,
said that shit.
all right, yeah.
verbatim, like, yeah,
Yeah,
that's his
like,
shit.
all right, like-
cool, fuck it, I'll do it.
It is what it. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
literally like, okay, let's ride with it. What's the worst case scenario?
Yeah.
Like, I you're not gonna like, especially on something like with your friends, right? Like we do a podcast, we invest a bunch of money into it, right? I didn't lose the money. I had an experience.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
All how
Oh,
you
yeah,
perspective, bro. Everything's perspective. Everything's how you look at it. Glass half full, glass half empty, right?
Yep.
So
What
if
you
you look
get out
at,
of- yeah.
I look at everything literally happens for a reason. There's never a coincidence. Earlier today, driving up here, traffic, a bitch. Fuck it. I ain't supposed to be there when I ain't supposed to be there, bro. Like I literally look at life like that now, and it makes me just so at peace. And again, it sounds crazy, whatever.
No,
I
it
don't
doesn't sound
give a fuck.
crazy at all.
This
It
shit
sounds
works for
hard,
me,
but it
bro.
don't
Like,
sound crazy.
I don't give a fuck about too much shit. Now again, there is shit I'm going through where it's like, you know what I mean? Like everybody got that
Yeah.
shit.
Oh yeah.
but I'm fighting through it, and as long as I continue to build that mindset and to share it with y'all, share it with the world, I feel like it's doing nothing but helping me. And sharing that with y'all too will hopefully
fact.
over time get y'all to shift that mindset and like, bro,
Yeah.
like you know how. And I wanted to talk about this. You know how much energy it takes us to get mad. Like, just really think about that. How like if you like when let's say something pisses you off, bro. How much energy does it take you to really just think about that?
Power
right?
of now. You're not sitting in the now. Once you get mad,
You're
you're
gone.
replaying the same
You're
thing
gone.
over and over.
Yeah, that should be getting me bad.
You're
though.
gone, bro.
That should be getting
And then
me
it
bad,
fucks
bro.
you don't even feel right, bro. Like,
Yeah, whole body be off. Like,
you
yeah.
feel
Yeah.
when you're upset.
Oh,
right?
bro, I'll be shaking.
It's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so that
Bro.
just imagine how much power
my
that takes
room.
away from you.
I hate this place.
Dude, that's that crazy shit.
Hey, that's the anger. We gotta get that.
You need to smoke some weed.
I'll be like, Mom,
This
you're a
guy.
Mom, you're a bitch.
Hey, what's the kill my mom?
Yeah.
Bro, that kid is funny.
Is that a kid?
It has to be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Man,
bro,
I've seen them. You know the
dressed up
little
as an
midgets that be
emo
like,
kid.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Like that's actually an adult, like full fledged. But
I say you hit us with a quote.
a quote? Yeah, I got a quote. And
I'm
I think
killing this drink.
yeah, going crazy. I think this ties in with everything that we've been talking about, and I think it's very vital, not only for financial aspect, but just in life. It's not about the timing; it's about time.
Say that again. That was hard.
It's not about the timing. You don't have to worry about getting in at the perfect time. It's time in the game. How long
Time-
have you been doing it?
That's so
Boom.
tough. Time in the game, time in the market.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Time.
that was a that
This
quote was
man
hard.
will like put everything. I was literally telling somebody, I gotta say it.
That
I
quote
was
was hard.
telling somebody the other day, I'm like, bro, I'll say 1,000 words to say some shit, and AJ will go, oh, you mean da 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 da? And I'm like, all right, bro.
What's
right, bro.
What's that shit we read in high school? That like if you were trying to read the book in like 5 sentences or some shit.
You gotta talk to him.
do
I
a
ain't
little
reading high
book
school.
If you were doing a book report,
Oh, like a little Cliff Notes.
there you go.
See?
AJ's Cliff Notes.
Bro, it's those
AJ's
it's
Cliff
those
Notes.
quotes, bro. He
That's
kills
the,
them.
That's the name of this episode. Cliff Notes.
Cliff Notes.
This
Hey.
guy.
Appreciate you.
You're
Thank
ski,
you,
Appreciate you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Whatever you got to do, make sure you do it. We hit them folks for you.
It's like, no, that was terrible. But I am. Peace.